As many of you know, Harry and Meghan shocked the world in January 2020 when they unexpectedly announced they would be stepping back from their roles as senior working royals. They wanted to achieve financial independence and split their time between North America and the UK. However, their departure was far from smooth or agreed upon. Negotiations behind closed doors became increasingly fractured. Harry and Meghan were said to have blindsided the royal family with their announcement, and there was no consensus on issues like funding, titles, and more. In the end, it was decided the couple would relinquish her Royal Highness styles, but retain their titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In the months since, Harry and Meghan have settled into their new lives in California, but remain the topic of intense tabloid scrutiny. They've signed lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify and done high-profile interviews where they've been openly critical of their experiences as working royals. This has undoubtedly caused controversy and further damaged relations with the firm. Now, over a year after Megxit, the British Parliament has weighed in with a surprising ruling. Earlier today, a motion was passed that formally strips both Harry and Meghan of all their royal titles and affiliations. According to those privy to the discussions, the Parliament felt the couple had crossed a line and could no longer be allowed to commercially benefit from their ties to the Crown while being unsupportive of the institution. Some key quotes from lawmakers who supported the motion include: "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex made their choice to leave the working royal family behind in pursuit of private financial gain. In doing so, they sacrificed their places in the succession and their ties to public service. As such, it is only right and proper that they should relinquish all royal titles and styles. One cannot have their cake and eat it too. If these individuals wish to live entirely private lives, that is acceptable. However, they must then give up all pretense of representing the British nation and royal family on an official level. For too long, they have tried to benefit from association with our esteemed monarchy without adhering to the obligations and responsibilities that come with royal privilege. This is no longer tenable. Today's vote makes clear the titles must go." The motion passed with an overwhelming majority in both houses of Parliament. As of this moment, Harry's title of Duke of Sussex and Meghan's title of Duchess of Sussex have been formally stripped. They will no longer be referred to as Her Royal Highness, nor can they use any other royal styles or affiliations. Buckingham Palace has confirmed receipt of the parliamentary decision. While they did not officially endorse the vote, the palace respects the ruling of the democratically elected UK government and will abide by it. Harry and Meghan have also been notified, though we have yet to receive a statement from them regarding this stunning development. This truly marks the end of an era and severs the last official ties between the Sussexes and the institution they devoted so many years serving as working royals. It's tough to overstate just how significant and surprising this news is, both in Britain and around the world. The relationship between Harry, Meghan, and the rest of the royals seems damaged perhaps beyond repair after such a public and permanent excommunication from the House of Windsor. What are the implications of this move? How might it impact Harry and Meghan going forward as they build their post-royal careers and lives in America? Will they make any public response regarding the stripping of their titles? There are so many questions still to be answered in light of today's shocking events. Joining me now to discuss is royal correspondent Rebecca English from the Daily Mail. Rebecca, thank you for being here. I'm sure you've been following this closely all day. What is the reaction and sentiment you're hearing from sources within the palace, Parliament, and across Britain regarding this ruling? Rebecca provides analysis on the varied reactions from different groups within British society and royalty. She gives insight on what led Parliament to take this unprecedented step after over a year of tensions. Rebecca also shares her expectations for how Harry and Meghan might respond publicly in the coming days or weeks. We discuss some of the wider implications this could have on the monarchy and the couple's future aims of building a profitable brand. Before we go, I have one final question for you, Rebecca. Do you foresee any possibility of reconciliation down the line between Harry/Meghan and the royal family after such a firm repudiation of their titles and status? Or is this likely the permanent breaking point for their relationship with the palace and UK? Rebecca offers her perspective on whether reconciliation seems possible after this. While time could help heal wounds, she explains why a full resolution and return to the fold appears unlikely given the deep rifts and each side doubling down on separate paths going forward. The host thanks Rebecca for her insights and perspectives on this breaking royal story. That wraps up our special report on Parliament's unprecedented decision to formally remove the titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This stunning development marks a new chapter in the post-Megxit era and the conclusion of their roles as senior working royals. It remains to be seen how Harry and Meghan will respond to losing these final vestiges of their royal standing. We'll continue following this story closely and bring you any major updates or statements. For now, thank you all for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next royal roundup here on Royal Report. Until then, goodbye.